New tonight, the widow of Donald Sahota, the off-duty Vancouver police officer shot and killed outside his battleground home in 2022 in what was a case of mistaken identity, is now suing the deputy who shot him, along with Clark County. Alma McCarty's in the newsroom with details on that wrongful death lawsuit. Alma?
David, the lawsuit against both Clark County and Deputy Jonathan Feller alleges negligence, excessive force, and the failure to properly train and even retrain Feller after his involvement in another deadly shooting 15 months prior to Officer Sahota's death.
On January 29, 2022, Clark County deputies chased an armed robbery suspect from Orchards to Battleground.
This person's now running towards the residence there off of 84th.
That suspect, Julio Segura, approached the home of Donald Sahota, a Vancouver police officer with more than 20 years' experience. Their aerial video showed the two struggle outside in the driveway as Sahota's wife called 911. The suspect broke away and ran for the front door, with the off-duty officer following behind. But as Sahota was pursuing Segura, Deputy Jonathan Feller arrived in his SUV and 4 seconds later fired 4 rounds, hitting Sahota in the back.
Attempting to elude a police vehicle.
Last summer, Segura was sentenced to 29 years in prison after a jury convicted him for the murder of Officer Sahota. Sahota's widow said this during his sentencing.
I feel like my heart has been ripped out of my chest. I am shattered, lost. The defendant not only took away my person, the love of my life, my everything, but also he took my home, my peace, my identity, my sense of place, my purpose.
Deputy Feller, however, did not face criminal charges. Now, 3 years after the tragic deadly shooting, Officer Sahota's widow filed a lawsuit in federal court, saying the deputy acted rashly and negligently, his actions trigger-happy. In it, the plaintiff alleges numerous failures by Deputy Feller. Failure to identify the suspect, failure to assess the situation, failure to identify himself as law enforcement, and failure to give proper warning before using deadly force. The lawsuit also alleges that the county failed to discipline or retrain Deputy Feller, even after his involvement in a fatal shooting prior, that of Kevin Peterson Jr. in 2020. One of the attorneys for Dawnese Sahota wrote in a statement, Officer Donald Sahota lost his life due to the negligence of a Clark County employee. We are confident the county will accept responsibility and do right by Officer Sahota's family.
We reached out to the county and to the deputy. The county responded, saying they do not comment on pending litigation. We have not yet heard back from the attorneys representing Deputy Feller. David?
Thanks, Alma. Appreciate your reporting on that difficult story there.